Good morning. I'm doing this video this morning because too many things are lining up just like they did a couple months ago when we saw the bear building up on the border, and all the naysayers were like, oh, they're not going to attack, ignoring it. And it gave Russia time to amass everything that they needed and to launch, boom booms in there and kill a bunch of people and take a bunch of land. So now you got the one to the left that you can't even see her head in this picture, but the one to the left decides she's going to make herself the story and go there, while the red country is doing the same thing that the bear was doing. We'll call the red country the dragon. So the dragon is amassing even bigger boom booms. Like they're not playing around. They're actually lining up big ballistic type boom booms. So they're getting ready to mow down the people that the one to the left is visiting right now, while the guy in the center of the picture is in bed with them, the dragon. The one to the left is in bed with the dragon. And God knows how many other people in that picture are in bed with the dragon too. So they know that the one to the left is going to get out of country safely, but they know what's going to take place next. And the guy that's at the lectern, he doesn't give a shit about you. He doesn't care one iota about you, your family, whether you get a meal or not, how bad times are for you right now that you don't have extra cash or can't, enjoy any, 5 minutes without thinking about something that they're doing that's causing you grief. So the point behind all this is the man at the lectern he's going to stand by, he's going to let it happen. The dragon is going to do a replay of what the bear did, and they'll level another democracy. So now you're going to have two democracies down, and the dragon and the bear, they're not going to stop there. Their ultimate goal is to be here. So if you're not one of those that's thinking ahead, planning ahead, I don't want to use the term that, is the lively word that sets off all the triggers, but if you're not planning right now for an occupation, and even I'm laughing, but an occupation here is not going to go well. This will be a years long war, but they're going to pepper us with all sorts of boom booms and soften us up. So it's not long before what the bear country is doing to the other country, what that other country is experiencing right now is what we very well could be experiencing here in our big cities. And the guy at the lectern and the lady to the left, they don't care. You're going to have to care for yourself. And if you're not busy planning right now, you better get busy, because with the way that the dragon is lining things up on their border right now, which actually the border they're lining up with stuff is the entire length of the country that they're going to lay those on. So it does not take somebody that, has a college degree, or any type of liberal education to figure this one out. The bear wrote the playbook. The dragon's going to carry it out on their end. And why do you think the two of them, the heads of those two countries, met? They planned this out a long time ago. We're just the suckers that, the guy at the lectern probably made some deal through his sperm donation. He made a deal through that guy, to let this happen. So I am sitting here trying to think of a way to convince any of you that are not planning right now and are not getting prepared. I'll even be brave enough to put a timeline on this. As soon as the woman on the left rolls out of that country, I don't think the dragon is going to wait very long at all. And I know a lot of people are saying this, but what they're not saying is that we will be the focus of the bear and the dragon's attention. So we're going to have our cities, do I think they'll bring people, to on the ground? Not in the beginning. Why would they, if they can just soften us up? But the guy at the lectern, he's not going to preemptively strike anything, even though the writing's on the wall. So why are we waiting for them to do anything? They've already said we're going to do it, just like the bear said it. We're going to do it. We did absolutely nothing. And this time we have an obligation, but we're sitting with our pants down because we got somebody at the lectern and to the left there that are probably the biggest pansies we could ever have. And they're not willing to fight. When you're punched in the nose, God says turn the other cheek. But I don't think he means when another country attacks you, threatens you, and it's how many of our sailors, airmen, Marines, soldiers, Coast Guard, how many of those are these two nitwits going to let be lost? How many of them are they going to let us lose before they'll act? We waited back during the 42. We let a country who's friends of ours now, we let them attack us first. I mean, we knew what was coming, and we answered it swiftly and decisively, but this is something that needs to happen now. If all the history of war has taught us anything, it's that you don't wait for that sucker punch to come. So I'm begging everyone that's hearing my voice. I don't want your money. All I want you to do is just share this if you like the information, or share it by word of mouth. Just tell your best friends, hey, go to the store, get prepared, load up on your bang bang stuff, because you don't know when it's going to happen. You just know it's going to be soon. And the only one that can get us out of this, because the guy at the lectern is not going to do a darn thing, and neither is the lady to the left. So you tell yourself what's best. I mean, I planned for years and I didn't even know about this stuff. But now we're at the precipice where it's going to happen. And it's a shame that that guy right there at the lectern is the one that's going to be not pushing the button when he needs to, or not giving the orders when he needs to. And our military, we got wide-eyed willy-nilly. He's going to be the one that's going to, he's already told the dragon, we're not going to do anything to you. I'll call you up. I'll let you know if we're going to do anything. But nobody cared about that, and the guy at the lectern put him in charge. So that's the guy that you got protecting you. And if that doesn't scare the bejesus out of you, I don't know what will. But like I said, this is the, hey, no kidding, they are building up substantial stuff. Look it up. Google it. Look at the dragon right now. Look it on any kind of social media and search for what they are driving down their interstates and loading up their beaches with right now. They're not fireworks. These are the kind of things that will level entire cities. And if you think they're going to stop with the little island next door, think again. Golden. And every one of our sailors that's out there in the sea right now, those commanders, they know it. They know the guy at the lectern is not going to give the order. So I'm hoping that they are patriotic enough to not let any of our boys or girls or women or men die at the hand of the dragon or the bear. Those commanders have to make a split-second decision, and I hope that they'll make the right one. That's about the only thing that's going to save us. But God bless each and every patriotic Christian American, and the ones that aren't Christian yet, they might be sooner than later. But if you're a patriot and you love America and you want to keep it the way it is, even though it's kind of messed up right now, but the guy at the lectern won't be there much longer, hopefully. So, but I would say I love everyone, but love's a strong word. And I don't know a lot of people. I just know if you're hearing this message and you like it, please share it. And I'm going to keep on this. I'll let you know. Please do some of your own research and go look at where their big boom booms, the dragon I'm talking about, look at where their big boom booms are moving. It doesn't take long to find videos because the people over there in the land of the dragon, they're showing us. So I take them at their word when I see live ICBMs driving down their interstates. You know, those are 3 and 4 stage rockets. They don't even have to stop at the country right next door. Now, those things will go a lot further than that. But the guy at the lectern is going to be, I don't know where he'll be. He doesn't play golf, but he'll be somewhere sleeping probably when it's time for him to act. And they probably don't have the football with him anyway. Willy nilly probably has it with him. So he's not going to push the button. So if it's an all out end to everybody's day, it's not really going to matter much. It'll be over before I can blink my eye. But I would like to think that we sent something their way, before we perish. But God bless each and every one of you. You can comment if you'd like, I think. We'll see, because the only reason I can live is home doing it. But I hope to hear some feedback. Anyway, have a wonderful Wednesday. Be safe. And if you're not personally strapped, why aren't you? You might want to get strapped. But I'll be on here again soon when there's any updates. Thank you so much for listening. Peace out.